Hi, Gloria Lybecker here with Healing You. I remember years ago when Rylan told me about his fears in the middle of the night. I remember he said, I just get so scared. If I wake up and you aren't there, I think you're dead. I empathized with him. I said, I'm hearing just how scared you feel when you wake up and you think I'm dead because you can't see me. You really like it when you know I'm okay and you aren't alone, I guessed. He's like, yeah. And his eyes got a little wider as he continued. He said, I get so scared, my stomach hurts and it terrifies me. I want it to stop, and I just don't know what to do. So I reflected back again. So you feel so scared that your stomach hurts and it's terrifying. You really want it to stop, yet you just don't know what to do. I'm guessing you might like some support and maybe some new tools. He nodded and he leaned towards me slightly. So taking in those nonverbal cues, I drew in a deep breath into my belly to ground myself. And I asked him if he remembered when we did tapping, emotional freedom technique. We did that when he was 6 years old. And he said, yeah, I stopped biting my nails then, didn't I? He asked, if we do that again, will it help my fear too? So I asked if he was willing to give it a go and try it right now and see how it supported him. And I reminded him that it's something he could do anytime, anywhere that he was. So we proceeded to do several rounds of tapping while I named his experience out loud in the first person. And when we were done, I asked him, how does your tummy feel now? He placed his hand on his tummy and he paused and he had some awe in his voice. He said, my tummy doesn't hurt. So I gave him a big warm smile. I acknowledged, wow, you are developing so many tools to support yourself in the moment. I celebrate how you're able to seek support when you need it. He smiled, but he had some tears that came up in his eyes. And he said, yeah, but other kids my age are able to do a lot more schoolwork than me. So I made a guess. I said, is it that you like to be included, especially with kids your age? And maybe you're wishing you had more power in your world. Would you just love to do and be anything you want to do or be right now? He wiped his tears away as he nodded. And I was moved to some self-expression. And I told him, you know, Rylan, I'm just not worried about that at all, because you're doing some serious foundation work in your life. Do you remember why you're willing to do all this work? And he reflected about it and he said, yeah, so I can calm myself and not feel overwhelmed by my sensory and then feel happier. He answered, but in a way that was looking for some affirmation. I said, absolutely. And once your foundation is solid, you're going to soar wherever your interests take you. And I'll be right alongside of you to support you. And then ask if he was ready to give me a great big mommy hug. So shifting our focus back to the present moment, as if on cue, then Rylan's eyes opened really wide and connected with my gaze. He offered me a great big smile. And he said, good morning, mommy. I love you. You know, it's been so satisfying to witness my son's journey in life, interweaving with my own. By establishing the firm foundations necessary for secure attachment, we've both been empowered to experience that it's possible to learn to welcome what has been referred to before as the 3 R's, which are resistance, rupture, and repair, while holding both of ourselves and one another with love and acceptance. When Rylan was moving through this really integrating time in his life, he wanted other kids who struggled with sensory or learning difficulties to know that the work that he did with audio blocks, the integrated listening system, and intuitive tapping really helped him. So reach out If you want some more information about these supportive resources, you can reach out at healingyoursanctuary.com. And thanks for being on the journey with me today. Healing you.